It's wonderful to have you here. Your body is healing itself right now, repairing damage while you simply exist. If you're here because stress has been keeping you awake, you're not alone, and you're not broken. Tonight, you'll discover what happens when stress keeps you awake and understand why your body knows exactly how to find its way back to rest. Welcome to Get Sleepy Science. Wherever you are right now, perhaps feeling tension in your shoulders or noticing your thoughts won't quite settle, allow yourself this moment of peace. We'll journey through 100 psychology facts about stress and sleep, from the ancient alarm system still living in your brain, to the chemical messengers that whisper danger in the dark, to the gentle pathways your body uses to find calm again. This thoughtful journey through the science of stress and rest builds bridges between searching minds. A gentle subscribe, like, or sharing your thoughts creates a pathway for more sleepless souls to discover this sanctuary. One sleepy soul at a time. Your healing journey inspires ours. Let yourself settle completely here. Feel your jaw unclench, your breath deepen naturally. You can let these thoughts drift past without holding them. Sense that soothing heaviness enveloping you, like your consciousness slowly dimming its brightness. Thoughts dissolving into the peaceful fog of approaching sleep, safe and undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. You're floating where memories rest safely in gentle darkness. Let your mind merge with infinite peace. And now we begin. Stress is your body's ancient protection system, designed to save your life. When your brain detects danger, whether a physical threat or a looming deadline, it activates responses that have kept humans alive for hundreds of thousands of years. Your heart rate increases, muscles tense, and senses sharpen. This response evolved when our ancestors faced predators and environmental dangers. The same system that helped early humans escape from wild animals now activates when you're stuck in traffic or checking email late at night. Your body doesn't distinguish between a lion and a difficult conversation. It simply recognizes threat and responds with ancient wisdom, preparing you to act. The stress response begins in a small, almond-shaped part of your brain called the amygdala. This region acts as your brain's alarm system, constantly scanning for danger in everything you see, hear, and experience. When it detects a threat, it sends an urgent signal to your hypothalamus, which functions like a command center. The hypothalamus then activates your autonomic nervous system, the part that controls functions you don't consciously think about, like breathing and heart rate. This happens in milliseconds, faster than you can form a conscious thought. Before you even realize you're stressed, your body has already begun its protective response. Your autonomic nervous system has two main branches, like two different modes your body can operate in. The sympathetic nervous system is your accelerator. It speeds everything up when you need to respond to danger. The parasympathetic nervous system is your brake. It slows things down and helps you rest and digest. When stress activates your sympathetic system, it triggers the release of adrenaline from your adrenal glands. Adrenaline floods your bloodstream within seconds, making your heart pound faster and your breathing quicken. Your pupils dilate to take in more light. Your liver releases stored sugar for quick energy. After that initial adrenaline rush, your body releases another hormone called cortisol. While adrenaline works quickly and fades fast, cortisol is slower and longer lasting. It's sometimes called the stress hormone, though it serves many important functions beyond stress. Cortisol helps regulate your blood sugar, controls inflammation, and influences your sleep-wake cycle. Research has long shown that this hormone influences your memory formation and emotional processing. Studies from 2024 using advanced imaging techniques reveal even more detail about how stress hormones strengthen memories of threatening experiences, helping you remember and avoid similar dangers in the future. When cortisol levels rise at night, they interfere with your natural sleep rhythm. Your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm that regulates when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. Normally, cortisol levels are highest in the early morning to help you wake up, then gradually decrease throughout the day. They should be at their lowest point in the evening, allowing another hormone called melatonin to rise and make you feel drowsy. But when you're stressed, this hormone can remain elevated well into the night. This sends mixed signals to your brain. Your circadian system says it's time to sleep, but your stress system says it's time to stay alert. Your body becomes confused, caught between two competing biological imperatives. Your brain has a region called the prefrontal cortex, located right behind your forehead, that acts like a wise advisor. This area helps you think rationally, plan for the future, and regulate your emotions. When you're calm, your prefrontal cortex can evaluate situations logically and tell your amygdala that everything is okay. But chronic stress weakens the connection between these two regions. Research from 2024 using advanced brain imaging shows that prolonged stress causes temporary changes in the white matter pathways connecting the prefrontal cortex to the amygdala. When this connection weakens, your amygdala becomes more reactive and harder to calm down. It's like having an alarm system with a faulty off switch. Stress affects your muscles in ways you might not notice at first. When your sympathetic nervous system activates, it sends signals to your skeletal muscles to tense up and prepare for action. This tension is meant to be temporary, just long enough to escape danger. But when stress becomes chronic, your muscles can stay partially contracted for hours, days, or even weeks. You might notice this as tightness in your shoulders, a clenched jaw, or tension headaches. Your neck muscles, in particular, are sensitive to emotional stress. Many people carry stress in their trapezius muscles, the large muscles that run from your neck to your shoulders. This constant tension can become so familiar that you stop noticing it, until someone points out that your shoulders are practically touching your ears. Your digestive system has its own complex nervous system, sometimes called the second brain, because it contains millions of nerve cells. When you're stressed, blood flow redirects away from your digestive organs toward your muscles and brain. Your body essentially decides that digestion isn't a priority when you might need to run for your life. This is why stress often causes stomach discomfort, changes in appetite, or digestive problems. Research from 2024 has revealed that chronic stress alters the balance of bacteria in your gut microbiome. These bacteria communicate with your brain through the vagus nerve, a long nerve that runs from your brainstem to your abdomen. When stress changes your gut bacteria, it can actually influence your mood and anxiety levels, creating a feedback loop between your digestive system and your emotional state. Your immune system and stress response are intimately connected. In the short term, stress actually enhances certain aspects of your immune function. Cortisol helps reduce inflammation, and mobilizes immune cells to areas where you might get injured. But chronic stress has the opposite effect. Studies from late 2024 reveal that extended cortisol presence gradually reduces your immune system's natural protective responses, making recovery from illness slower and gentler than usual. People under chronic stress take longer to heal from wounds and show higher levels of inflammation in their blood. Your body is making a trade-off, prioritizing immediate survival over long-term health maintenance. So yes, stress is already changing your body in profound ways by activating ancient survival systems. Your amygdala detects threat. Your hypothalamus sounds the alarm. Adrenaline and cortisol flood your system. Your muscles tense. Your digestion slows. And your immune system shifts its priorities. All of this happens automatically, without your permission or conscious control. These responses were designed to be brief and intense, saving your life in moments of real danger. But in modern life, the dangers are often psychological and chronic. Endless work, demands, financial worries, relationship conflicts, global uncertainty. Your body treats all of these as threats, keeping your stress response active far longer than evolution intended. At night, when you're trying to fall asleep, your stress system faces a dilemma. Sleep requires letting go of conscious control and allowing yourself to become vulnerable. But if your amygdala believes you're still in danger, it resists this vulnerable state. Your brain quietly asks itself, is it safe to rest here? Have the day's concerns settled enough? When the answer is no, your amygdala keeps sending alert signals. Your heart rate stays slightly elevated. Your muscles maintain their tension. Your breathing remains shallow. Sleep research from 2024 shows that people with anxiety disorders display increased amygdala activity during the transition to sleep, particularly during the first sleep cycle. Their brains essentially remain on guard against danger even as they try to rest. Your body temperature plays a crucial role in falling asleep. Normally, your core body temperature drops slightly in the evening, signaling to your brain that it's time to sleep. This temperature decrease triggers the release of melatonin and helps you feel drowsy. But stress disrupts this process. When your sympathetic nervous system is active, it maintains a slightly higher metabolic rate and body temperature. Cortisol also affects your temperature regulation. People experiencing chronic stress often report feeling too warm or too cold at night, and having trouble finding a comfortable sleeping temperature. Their bodies are maintaining a state of readiness that's incompatible with the cool, calm state needed for sleep. It's like trying to sleep with your internal thermostat stuck on alert mode. Your thoughts become more negative and repetitive when you're stressed and tired. This pattern is called rumination, going over the same worries again and again without finding solutions. Neuroscience research from 2024 has identified specific brain networks involved in rumination. The default mode network, which activates when your mind wanders, becomes hyperactive under stress. At the same time, the executive control network, which helps you shift attention and problem solve, becomes less effective. This creates a mental trap. Your mind keeps circling back to stressful thoughts, but you lack the mental resources to address them constructively. When you're lying in bed trying to sleep, this rumination can feel overwhelming. Each worry triggers emotional responses that activate your stress system further, making sleep even more elusive. Your breathing pattern changes dramatically when you're stressed. Instead of deep, slow breaths, that engage your diaphragm. Stress breathing tends to be shallow and rapid, centered in your upper chest. This pattern is sometimes called chest breathing or thoracic breathing. It delivers oxygen efficiently for quick action, but it also sends signals to your brain that something is wrong. Your respiratory system and your emotional state are connected through a bidirectional pathway. Your emotions affect your breathing, and your breathing affects your emotions. When you breathe shallowly, you activate your sympathetic nervous system further. Studies on breathing patterns and sleep show that shallow chest breathing before bed significantly delays sleep onset and reduces time spent in deeper sleep stages, compared to slow diaphragmatic breathing. Your eyes reveal your stress levels in subtle ways. When you're anxious or stressed, your pupils tend to stay slightly more dilated than usual. Even in bright light, this dilation is controlled by your sympathetic nervous system, the same system responsible for your fight or flight response. Your eyes also move differently. During relaxed wakefulness, your eye movements are smooth and calm. But under stress, your eyes make more rapid, darting movements as your visual system scans for potential threats. At night, when you're trying to fall asleep, stressed individuals often report difficulty keeping their eyes closed comfortably. Their eyelids feel tense, and they experience an urge to open their eyes and check their surroundings. This vigilance prevents the soft eye movements and eye position that typically signal the transition into sleep. Your sense of time becomes distorted when you're stressed and lying awake. Minutes can feel like hours as you watch the clock and calculate how much sleep you're losing. This time, distortion happens because stress affects your brain's internal timekeeping mechanisms. The insular cortex, a region involved in processing time perception, becomes more active during stress and anxiety. Paradoxically, worrying about not sleeping makes each sleepless moment feel longer and more significant. Sleep researchers call this sleep-related performance anxiety. The fear of not sleeping becomes its own source of stress. Studies from recent years show that people who stop checking the clock at night actually fall asleep faster and report better sleep quality. Even when objective measurements show similar sleep durations, the perception of time matters almost as much as the reality. These observations reveal that stress creates a self-sustaining cycle at night. Your worried thoughts activate your amygdala. Your amygdala triggers cortisol release. Cortisol keeps you alert and interferes with melatonin. The inability to sleep creates more worry. More worry activates more stress response. Each element reinforces the others, creating a loop that becomes harder to break as the night progresses. Understanding this cycle is the first step toward finding your way out. Your body isn't broken. It's following ancient programming designed for brief, intense threats. The challenge is that modern stress rarely follows that pattern, but your body still knows how to rest. Beneath the stress response, deeper wisdom waits. Let's pause here and notice your body. As you breathe out slowly, appreciate each tiny cell inside. Trillions of organisms working in silence. Heart beating, lungs breathing, brain thinking, all without your command. Notice the gentle sensations on your skin, in your muscles, along your spine. You are a complete ecosystem, diverse, self-balancing. Now we continue. Sleep happens in distinct stages, each serving different functions for your brain and body. You cycle through these stages multiple times each night. With each complete cycle, lasting about 90 minutes. The first stage is light sleep, a transitional state between wakefulness and sleep. Then you enter slightly deeper sleep in stage 2, where your body temperature drops and your heart rate slows. Stages 3 and 4 are deep sleep, sometimes called slow wave sleep, because your brain produces large, slow electrical waves. Finally, you enter REM sleep, where most vivid dreaming occurs and your eyes move rapidly beneath your closed eyelids. Each stage requires specific neurochemical conditions. Stress disrupts these conditions, making it harder to enter and maintain each sleep stage properly. The transition from wakefulness to sleep requires a delicate shift in brain chemistry. As you become drowsy, your brain reduces production of alertness, promoting neurotransmitters like norepinephrine, and increases sleep-promoting chemicals like GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, is your brain's primary calming neurotransmitter. It works by reducing neuron activity, essentially quieting your brain's chatter, but stress hormones interfere with GABA function. Cortisol reduces GABA receptor sensitivity, making your neurons less responsive to GABA's calming effects. Research from 2024 shows that people with chronic stress have measurably lower GABA levels in certain brain regions, particularly the prefrontal cortex and anterior cingulate cortex. Their brains literally have less of the chemical that promotes calmness and sleep. Once you finally fall asleep despite stress, the quality of that sleep suffers. Stress causes frequent micro-awakenings throughout the night. Brief moments where you partially wake up without fully regaining consciousness. You might not remember these awakenings in the morning, but they fragment your sleep architecture and prevent you from spending enough time in deep, restorative stages. Sleep tracking studies using home EEG devices show that stressed sleepers can experience 20 to 30 micro-awakenings per hour during the first half of the night. Each awakening pulls you out of deeper sleep stages and forces you to restart the cycle. It's like constantly being interrupted while trying to complete an important task. Deep sleep, those stages 3 and 4, is when your brain does some of its most important maintenance work. During deep sleep, your brain clears out metabolic waste products that accumulated during the day. Cerebrospinal fluid flows more actively through your brain tissue, washing away proteins and cellular debris. One particularly important protein that gets cleared is beta amyloid, which can build up and contribute to cognitive decline if not properly removed. Stress reduces the amount of time you spend in deep sleep, sometimes by as much as 50% in people with chronic anxiety. With less deep sleep, this cleaning process becomes less efficient. Over time, this can affect memory formation, emotional regulation, and overall brain health. REM sleep, the stage where most dreaming happens, is crucial for emotional processing and memory consolidation. During REM, your brain reviews the day's experiences and decides what to keep and what to discard. It also processes emotional experiences, helping you integrate difficult feelings and events. But stress alters REM sleep in complex ways. Some people experience REM rebound, an increase in REM sleep, accompanied by intense, often distressing dreams or nightmares. Others experience REM suppression, less REM sleep than normal. Recent studies suggest these patterns relate to how your brain is trying to process the stress. The nightmares might be your brain's attempt to rehearse and cope with threatening situations, while REM suppression might be your brain protecting itself from overwhelming emotional material. Your stress response operates on multiple timescales simultaneously. The immediate response, the adrenaline rush, lasts minutes. The cortisol response lasts hours. But stress also creates longer-term changes through a process called allostatic load. Allostasis refers to how your body adapts to chronic challenges. When stress continues day after day, your body adjusts its baseline settings to accommodate the constant demand. Your baseline cortisol levels might shift higher. Your blood pressure might settle at a slightly elevated level. Your nervous system might become more reactive to small triggers. These adaptations help you function under stress, but they come with costs. Research from 2024 shows that high allostatic load is strongly associated with sleep problems. Even after the original stressor has resolved, stress changes your dreams in distinctive ways. Beyond nightmares, stressed dreamers report more aggressive interactions, more negative emotions, and more scenarios involving threat or conflict. Dream content analysis shows that stressed individuals dream more frequently about being chased, falling, being unprepared for important events, or losing control. These themes reflect the brain's preoccupation with threat and vulnerability. Interestingly, the emotional intensity of these dreams often exceeds the intensity of the actual stressors. A minor work deadline might transform into a dream about being trapped or pursued. Your dreaming brain takes the emotional essence of your daytime stress and amplifies it, creating vivid scenarios that can leave you feeling exhausted even after sleeping. Your bedroom environment interacts with your stress levels in important ways. When you're stressed, you become more sensitive to environmental disruptions that wouldn't normally bother you. A clock's ticking, a partner's breathing, a slight temperature change. Any of these can feel magnified and irritating. Your stressed brain is in a state of hypervigilance, scanning constantly for potential problems. This means your sensory threshold for sleep is higher. You need a quieter, darker, more comfortable environment to fall asleep compared to when you're relaxed. Many people develop negative associations between their bedroom and sleeplessness. After many nights of lying awake worrying, your brain begins to associate the bed with wakefulness and anxiety rather than sleep and rest. The relationship between stress and insomnia can become a learned pattern. Behavioral sleep researchers recognize a condition called conditioned arousal, where your body has learned to become alert and anxious in response to bedtime cues. Your bedtime routine, your bedroom, even the act of lying down can trigger a stress response because they've become associated with sleepless nights. This conditioning happens through the same learning mechanisms that allow you to acquire any habit. After repeated pairings of bed with anxious wakefulness, your brain creates a strong association. Studies show that people with chronic insomnia often show physiological signs of stress: elevated heart rate, increased muscle tension, higher cortisol levels, starting from the moment they begin their bedtime routine, before they even lie down. Your sleep pressure builds throughout the day through the accumulation of a chemical called adenosine. Adenosine is a byproduct of energy use in your brain. As your neurons use energy, adenosine levels gradually increase, binding to receptors that make you feel increasingly drowsy. This is part of why you feel more tired as the day progresses. By bedtime, adenosine levels should be high enough to overcome your wakeful alertness and help you fall asleep. But stress hormones, particularly cortisol, can override adenosine's sleep-promoting effects. Even with high adenosine levels making you feel exhausted, cortisol keeps your brain partially alert. You experience the uncomfortable state of being tired but wired, feeling the exhaustion but unable to surrender to sleep. This evidence shows that stress disrupts sleep through multiple simultaneous pathways. It reduces GABA production, fragments your sleep architecture, decreases deep sleep, alters REM patterns, increases allostatic load, intensifies dream content, heightens environmental sensitivity, creates conditioned arousal, and overrides your natural sleep pressure. Each pathway alone would make sleep more difficult. Together, they create a formidable barrier between you and rest. But understanding these mechanisms also reveals something hopeful. There are multiple points where the cycle can be interrupted. Your body wants to sleep. Your brain is designed to cycle through these stages naturally. The stress response, as powerful as it is, can be gently guided back toward balance. You're still here with me, thoughts still flickering like candlelight. Just notice. Don't judge. Just notice where your mind is. We're exploring consciousness itself, the very thing doing the exploring right now. Strange, beautiful, and perfectly calm. Let's drift onward together. When stress prevents sleep night after night, the effects compound over time. After one sleepless night, you might feel groggy and irritable, but your body can usually compensate. After a week of poor sleep, more significant changes begin. Your glucose metabolism becomes less efficient, meaning your body has trouble regulating blood sugar levels properly. Research from late 2024 shows that just 5 nights of insufficient sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 20% in otherwise healthy adults. This makes you temporarily more vulnerable to developing metabolic problems. Your body is designed to handle occasional sleep loss, but it struggles when the pattern becomes chronic. Chronic sleep disruption affects your cardiovascular system in measurable ways. During deep sleep, your blood pressure normally drops by 10 to 20% compared to daytime levels. This nighttime dipping is essential for cardiovascular health, giving your heart and blood vessels a chance to rest and repair. But when stress keeps you in lighter sleep stages, this protective dipping doesn't occur as deeply or consistently. Studies tracking people over multiple years show that non-dippers, those whose blood pressure doesn't drop sufficiently at night, have significantly higher risks of heart disease and stroke. The constant elevated pressure puts extra strain on your arterial walls. Your immune system's vulnerability increases with prolonged sleep loss. While 1 or 2 nights of poor sleep might actually temporarily boost certain immune cells, chronic sleep deprivation has the opposite effect. Your body produces fewer protective antibodies in response to vaccines. Your natural killer cells, which identify and destroy virus-infected cells and potential cancer cells, become less active. You're more susceptible to common infections like colds and flu. Immunology research has demonstrated that people sleeping less than 6 hours per night are significantly more vulnerable to catching colds when exposed to viruses. Studies show they may be up to 4 times more likely to develop illness compared to those sleeping 7 or more hours. Memory formation and learning suffer significantly from stress-related sleep disruption. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories, transferring information from temporary storage in the hippocampus to longer-term storage in the cortex. This process happens primarily during deep sleep and REM sleep, the very stages that stress disrupts most. Without adequate sleep, new information doesn't get properly encoded and stored. You might find yourself forgetting conversations, losing track of details, or struggling to learn new skills. The hippocampus, already affected by elevated cortisol levels during waking hours, becomes even less effective when sleep doesn't provide the consolidation time it needs. Emotional regulation becomes increasingly difficult with cumulative sleep loss. The connection between your prefrontal cortex and amygdala, already weakened by chronic stress, deteriorates further with sleep deprivation. Brain imaging studies show that after just one night of total sleep deprivation, the amygdala shows 60% more reactivity to negative stimuli. After weeks of inadequate sleep, this heightened reactivity becomes your new baseline. You might find yourself overreacting to minor frustrations, feeling tearful over small disappointments, or experiencing stronger emotional responses than situations might warrant. Your emotional thermostat loses its calibration, making it harder to maintain equilibrium. The quality of your relationships often suffers when stress disrupts your sleep chronically. Sleep-deprived people show reduced empathy and social cognition. You become less able to accurately read other people's facial expressions and emotional cues. Your own communication becomes less nuanced and more negative. Couples where one or both partners experience chronic sleep problems report more conflicts and less relationship satisfaction. Recent relationship research from 2024 found that sleep quality predicted next-day relationship interactions better than general relationship satisfaction predicted sleep quality. In other words, how you sleep tonight influences how you connect with others tomorrow. Your decision-making abilities decline as sleep loss accumulates. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for executive functions like planning, judgment, and impulse control, is particularly sensitive to sleep deprivation. After several nights of poor sleep, you're more likely to make risky decisions, struggle with complex problem-solving, and show poor judgment. Your brain begins favoring immediate rewards over long-term benefits. You might find yourself making impulsive purchases, eating foods you normally wouldn't choose, or agreeing to commitments you'll later regret. These aren't character flaws. They're the predictable result of a sleep-deprived prefrontal cortex struggling to maintain executive control. Physical pain becomes more intense and harder to tolerate when you're sleep-deprived. Sleep and pain have a bidirectional relationship. Pain can disrupt sleep, but sleep loss also lowers your pain threshold and reduces your ability to cope with discomfort. Studies using experimental pain stimuli show that people who are sleep-deprived report pain at lower intensities than well-rested people. If you have chronic pain conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, or headaches, stress-related sleep loss can make these conditions feel significantly worse. Your brain's pain processing centers become more reactive, while its pain-modulating systems become less effective. The same physical stimulus feels more painful when you haven't slept well. Perhaps most important to understand, chronic sleep disruption can contribute to the development of mental health conditions. The relationship between sleep problems and conditions like depression and anxiety is complex and bidirectional. Insomnia can be both a symptom and a contributing cause of these conditions. Recent longitudinal studies following people over many years show that persistent insomnia significantly increases the risk of developing depression. even after controlling for other risk factors. The mechanisms involve the same systems we've discussed: disrupted neurotransmitter balance, elevated stress hormones, impaired emotional regulation, and altered brain connectivity. Sleep problems don't just occur alongside mental health struggles. They can actively contribute to their development and persistence. Halfway through our journey, the implications are becoming clear. What begins as occasional stress-related sleeplessness can, if left unaddressed, contribute to a cascade of health effects touching nearly every system in your body. Your metabolism, cardiovascular health, immune function, memory, emotional regulation, relationships, decision-making, pain perception, and mental health, all interconnected, all influenced by sleep quality. This isn't meant to create more worry. Rather, it's meant to help you understand why sleep matters so profoundly, and why addressing stress and sleep issues is genuinely important self-care, not self-indulgence. Your body is showing you, through sleeplessness, that something needs attention, and it also knows how to heal. Pause and feel this moment. Let each breath guide you to realize time is yours, a separate stream that only you are living, while the vast universe continues to spin, expand, change. This second you're breathing, listening, is unique. Cherish the present moment, knowing that right now, your time is unique in the universe, and we continue drifting. Your body possesses remarkable adaptive capabilities, constantly working to maintain balance despite challenges. This process is called homeostasis, your body's drive to keep internal conditions stable. When stress disrupts your sleep, your body doesn't simply surrender. It activates compensatory mechanisms, trying to restore equilibrium through alternative pathways. You might notice this as catching up on sleep during weekends, falling into brief microsleeps during the day, or experiencing intense sleep pressure that eventually overcomes even high stress levels. Your brain tracks its sleep debt carefully, adjusting sleep drive to encourage recovery when possible. One fascinating adaptation involves REM rebound. If you've been deprived of REM sleep due to stress or other factors, your brain will prioritize REM sleep when you finally get a chance to rest properly. You might experience more vivid dreams, longer REM periods, or entering REM sleep earlier in the night than usual. This rebound effect shows your brain actively working to recover what it missed. Research from 2024 demonstrates that even after a single night of good sleep following several poor nights, your brain can partially compensate by adjusting sleep architecture, spending more time in the stages you most need. Your hormonal systems attempt to adapt to chronic stress through a process called habituation. Over time, your cortisol response to the same stressor might become slightly less intense as your body adjusts its sensitivity. Some researchers call this stress resilience, your body learning to handle repeated challenges more efficiently. However, this adaptation has limits and costs. Your baseline cortisol levels might remain elevated even as your acute responses diminish. Recent endocrinology studies show that different people habituate at different rates, influenced by genetics, early life experiences, and current support systems. Some nervous systems remain highly reactive, while others gradually calibrate to chronic stress. Your brain can sometimes borrow resources from one system to support another under pressure. When stressed and sleep-deprived, you might experience temporary increases in certain cognitive abilities, even as others decline. Some people report enhanced focus on specific tasks during acute stress, even if their overall cognitive function is impaired. This selective enhancement happens because stress hormones can sharpen attention to threat-related information. Your brain is prioritizing survival-relevant processing over other functions. It's not sustainable, but it demonstrates your nervous system's flexibility in allocating limited resources during challenging times. Social connection acts as a powerful buffer against stress's effects on sleep. When you feel supported, understood, and connected to others, your stress response moderates. Studies measuring cortisol levels show that people with strong social support networks show faster cortisol recovery after stressful events. Even thinking about supportive relationships can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting calm. Your nervous system evolved in social groups, where safety often meant being part of a community. When you feel isolated, stress intensifies. When you feel connected, even the same objective stressors feel more manageable, and sleep comes more easily. Your vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in your body, plays a crucial role in stress, recovery, and sleep regulation. This nerve runs from your brainstem down through your chest and abdomen, connecting your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive organs. It's the primary pathway of your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. Vagal tone refers to how active and responsive your vagus nerve is. Higher vagal tone is associated with better stress resilience, faster stress recovery, and better sleep. People with higher vagal tone show greater heart rate variability, meaning their heart rate flexibly adjusts to changing demands rather than staying rigidly elevated. Your body tries to protect your brain during sleep deprivation by prioritizing certain sleep stages over others when opportunity allows. Even if total sleep time is reduced, your brain may preserve slow-wave deep sleep more than lighter stages. This makes sense evolutionarily. Deep sleep is when critical restoration happens. Your brain seems to know this and adjusts accordingly. In sleep studies where participants are allowed recovery sleep after deprivation, they show immediate increases in deep sleep percentage, sometimes spending nearly twice as much time in deep sleep as usual. This compensatory mechanism helps protect cognitive function and physical health when full recovery isn't yet possible. Throughout human evolution, our ancestors faced periods of stress and uncertainty, food scarcity, environmental threats, social conflicts. Those who survived passed on genes that allowed functioning despite imperfect conditions. Your stress response system, for all its challenges in modern life, represents millions of years of successful adaptation. You carry resilience in your biology. Your ancestors survived famines, predators, migrations, and countless challenges. That same adaptive capacity lives in you. When stress disrupts your sleep, remember that your body knows how to persist through difficulty and find its way back to balance when circumstances allow. Your circadian rhythm shows remarkable persistence, even under challenging conditions. Even when stress disrupts your sleep timing and quality, your internal clock keeps running, continuing to generate daily rhythms in body temperature, hormone levels, and alertness. This persistence means that your natural sleep-wake rhythm hasn't been destroyed by stress. It's just being overridden temporarily. Studies of people in extreme conditions show that circadian rhythms persist even during prolonged isolation or unusual light exposure. Your clock keeps ticking, waiting for conditions that allow it to properly synchronize with sleep again. This is why maintaining consistent sleep and wake times, even when stressed, helps preserve the foundation for better sleep. Your brain has a fascinating ability called neuroplasticity, the capacity to change and reorganize throughout life. The brain changes caused by chronic stress aren't necessarily permanent. When stress reduces and sleep improves, many of these changes can reverse. The white matter connections between your prefrontal cortex and amygdala can strengthen again. The hippocampus can grow new neurons. GABA levels can normalize. Recent neuroimaging studies following people through stress reduction and sleep improvement programs show measurable improvements in brain structure and function over weeks to months. Your brain retains the capacity to heal and rewire itself when given the opportunity. Small moments of rest throughout the day, even if you're not sleeping well at night, provide your nervous system with valuable recovery time. Brief periods of relaxation, a few minutes of deep breathing, a quiet walk, sitting in nature, listening to calming music. Activate your parasympathetic nervous system and give your stress response a break. These micro-recoveries don't replace sleep, but they reduce allostatic load. Research tracking heart rate variability throughout the day shows that people who take regular relaxation breaks display lower overall stress markers. Even when their sleep quality remains challenged, your body gratefully accepts whatever rest you can offer it. Your body's production of melatonin continues even when stress interferes with sleep. Melatonin is often called the darkness hormone because it's produced in response to darkness and suppressed by light. Even on stressful nights when cortisol is elevated, melatonin still rises as darkness falls. The problem isn't that melatonin disappears, but that cortisol overrides its effects. This means the biological foundation for sleep remains intact. When stress reduces, melatonin can do its job more effectively, supporting your melatonin production through darkness in the evening, avoiding bright screens, and maintaining regular timing helps preserve this natural rhythm. Your muscles, even when chronically tense from stress, retain the ability to relax completely when given the right conditions. Progressive muscle relaxation techniques, gentle stretching, warm baths, or massage can help release long-held tension. Recent studies using electromyography to measure muscle activity show that even people with chronic tension can achieve complete muscle relaxation with practice. The tension isn't locked in permanently. It's being actively maintained by ongoing stress signals. When those signals quiet, muscles can return to their natural resting state. Your body wants to be soft and relaxed. It's constantly ready to release tension when safety allows. Your digestive system, despite being disrupted by stress, continues its essential work of nourishing your body and producing neurotransmitters that support mood and sleep. Your gut bacteria produce significant amounts of serotonin, a precursor to melatonin and an important mood-regulating chemical. Even under stress, you can support your microbiome through gentle nutrition, staying hydrated, and eating foods that promote beneficial bacteria. Research shows that improving gut health can positively influence sleep quality and stress resilience. The communication pathway between your gut and brain works both ways. Just as stress affects your digestion, supporting your digestive health, can help moderate your stress response. We now understand that your body hasn't given up on sleep despite stress disrupting it. Your brain maintains sleep pressure through adenosine accumulation, prioritizes deep sleep during recovery opportunities, preserves circadian rhythms, retains neuroplasticity for healing, accepts micro-recoveries throughout the day, continues producing melatonin, and holds the capacity for complete muscle relaxation. Your vagus nerve stands ready to activate parasympathetic calm. Your social bonds buffer stress effects. Your evolutionary heritage includes resilience. Every system in your body is oriented toward balance and restoration. Stress is powerful, but so is your body's wisdom and its persistent drive toward health. The relationship between acceptance and healing deserves attention. Fighting against sleeplessness often paradoxically makes it worse by creating additional stress and tension. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or liking the situation. It means acknowledging what is without adding layers of resistance and self-judgment. Clinical research on acceptance-based approaches to insomnia shows that reducing the struggle against sleeplessness often leads to improved sleep, even when specific thoughts and worries haven't changed. When you stop fighting, your nervous system can relax slightly. That slight relaxation creates space for natural sleep processes to function more effectively. Your breath remains available as an anchor point. No matter how stressed or sleepless you feel, breathing is unique among bodily functions. It happens automatically, but you can also consciously control it. This makes breath a bridge between your conscious mind and your autonomic nervous system. Slow, deep breathing, particularly extending your exhale, directly activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Research using real-time brain imaging shows that controlled breathing can reduce amygdala activity and increase prefrontal cortex engagement within minutes. Your breath is always with you, always accessible, always offering a pathway back to calm when you choose to notice it. The placebo effect demonstrates your body's remarkable capacity for self-healing through belief and expectation. In sleep studies, participants who believe they've slept well show better cognitive performance the next day than those who believe they slept poorly, even when objective sleep measurements are similar. This isn't just mind over matter positivity. It reflects genuine neurobiological processes. Your expectations influence neurotransmitter release, stress hormone levels, and brain activity patterns. While this doesn't mean you can simply think your way out of sleep problems, it does show that your beliefs and attitudes about sleep genuinely matter and can influence outcomes. Your body has built-in rhythms that extend beyond daily sleep-wake cycles. Weekly rhythms, monthly hormonal cycles, and seasonal variations all influence your stress resilience and sleep quality. Some periods you'll naturally be more vulnerable to stress and sleep disruption. Other periods you'll find stress easier to manage and sleep coming more readily. Understanding these natural fluctuations can help you maintain perspective during difficult phases. Recent chronobiology research shows that people who align their sleep schedules with their individual chronotype, whether they're naturally early or late risers, show better sleep quality and lower stress levels, even when their total sleep time is similar to those fighting against their natural timing. Physical movement, even gentle movement, helps regulate stress and improve sleep quality through multiple mechanisms. Exercise reduces cortisol levels, increases production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which supports brain health, improves insulin sensitivity, and enhances deep sleep. You don't need intense workouts. Research from 2024 shows that even 20 minutes of walking significantly improves sleep quality in stressed individuals. Movement helps discharge the physical tension that stress creates. Your body evolved to be active, and movement helps complete the stress response cycle that modern life often leaves incomplete. When you move, you're giving your body what it's biologically prepared for. Morning light exposure serves as a powerful signal to your circadian system, helping strengthen and stabilize your internal clock. Bright light in the morning suppresses melatonin, increases cortisol in a healthy circadian pattern, and advances your sleep phase, making you sleepy earlier in the evening. Even on days when you've slept poorly, getting outside in morning light helps prevent your circadian rhythm from drifting and sets up better sleep for the following night. Studies show that people who get regular morning light exposure fall asleep faster and sleep more soundly. Natural outdoor light is particularly effective, being much brighter than indoor lighting even on cloudy days. The power of routine extends beyond just having a bedtime schedule. Consistent daily patterns for meals, exercise, social interaction, and work help regulate all your biological rhythms. When your body can predict what's coming, it prepares appropriately. Your digestive system releases enzymes at expected mealtimes. Your energy levels rise before scheduled activities. Your sleep system begins preparing for bed when you follow consistent wind-down routines. Predictability itself reduces stress. Recent research shows that people with more consistent daily routines show lower baseline cortisol levels and better stress resilience. Your body thrives on rhythm and predictability. Touch and physical comfort play important roles in stress, regulation, and sleep. Safe, gentle touch activates the parasympathetic nervous system and releases oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin reduces cortisol and promotes feelings of calm and safety. This is why many people find weighted blankets, soft fabrics, or sleeping next to a trusted partner comforting. The pressure and warmth provide proprioceptive input that your nervous system interprets as safe. Studies show that appropriate touch, whether from a partner, a pet, or even self-massage, can lower stress markers and improve sleep quality. Your skin is your largest sensory organ, constantly sending signals about safety or threat. Gratitude and positive emotions, even in small doses, can shift your physiological state in measurable ways. Focusing on what's going well, even briefly, activates brain regions associated with reward and positive emotion. This activation can partially counterbalance the amygdala's threat detection. Research on gratitude practices shows that people who regularly note things they're grateful for show reduced cortisol levels, better sleep quality, and improved overall well-being. This isn't about forcing positivity or denying difficulties. It's about giving your brain permission to notice that not everything is threatening, creating small moments of safety amid stress. Your body has taught us that it possesses profound adaptive intelligence. Through vagal tone, neuroplasticity, circadian persistence, compensatory sleep mechanisms, and countless other processes, it continuously works toward balance and healing. It accepts whatever small moments of rest you can provide. It responds to movement, light, routine, touch, breath, and connection. It hasn't forgotten how to sleep. The capacity remains intact, waiting for conditions that allow it to express fully. Understanding these adaptive capacities isn't just intellectually interesting. It's genuinely hopeful. Your body is not your enemy in this struggle. It's doing its best to protect you while also constantly seeking pathways back to rest. You might be feeling tired now. That's perfectly fine. Breathe slowly. Feel the cycles. Your heart beats. Your lungs fill and empty. Your thoughts arise and fade. Everything moves in rhythm, in patterns, in endless returning, like seasons changing, tides flowing, day becoming night, becoming day. You are also part of that eternal movement. You don't need to hold on to anything. Let everything unfold in its perfect order, like planets silently rotating in their orbits, unhurried, unresisting, simply existing. We're almost there now. Healing begins with the simple decision to be gentler with yourself. Self-compassion isn't weakness or self-indulgence. It's recognizing that you're struggling and responding with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Research shows that people who practice self-compassion have lower anxiety, less rumination, and better sleep quality. When you criticize yourself for not sleeping, you add another layer of stress. When you acknowledge the difficulty with kindness, you create space for your nervous system to relax. The pathway from stress to sleep doesn't require perfection. It requires direction and patience. Small steps, consistently taken, accumulate into meaningful change over time. You don't need to fix everything at once. Choose one gentle change. Perhaps going to bed at the same time, or taking 3 deep breaths before sleep, or spending 5 minutes in morning light. Let that become familiar. Then add another small change. Your nervous system responds better to gradual adjustment than dramatic overhauls. Your bedroom can become a sanctuary again through gradual reconditioning. If your bed has become associated with anxiety and wakefulness, that association can be changed. Use your bed only for sleep and intimacy. If you can't fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes, gently get up and do something calming in dim light until you feel drowsy. Return to bed only when sleepy. This helps rebuild the association between bed and sleep. It takes time, but your brain is capable of learning new associations. Worry has a time and a place, and bedtime, isn't it? Consider setting aside 15 minutes earlier in the evening as your worry time. Write down concerns, possible solutions, or simply acknowledge them. This practice helps contain worry to a specific time, rather than letting it spill into your sleep time. Research shows that scheduled worry periods reduce nighttime rumination. You're not ignoring problems. You're giving them appropriate attention at appropriate times. Progressive muscle relaxation offers a simple way to release physical tension. Starting with your toes. Tense each muscle group for 5 seconds. Then release and notice the feeling of relaxation. Move gradually up through your body. Feet, calves, thighs, abdomen, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, face. This practice teaches you what tension and relaxation feel like in your body, making it easier to identify and release tension when it arises. Many people find it helps them fall asleep more easily. Imagery and visualization can gently redirect your mind from stress toward calm. Instead of trying to force thoughts away, give your mind something peaceful to focus on. Imagine a place where you feel completely safe and relaxed. Notice details, colors, textures, sounds, temperature, scents. When worries arise, gently return to this peaceful scene. You're training your attention, giving it a gentle anchor instead of leaving it to wander through anxious territories. The 4-7-8 breathing pattern offers a simple technique for activating your parasympathetic nervous system. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold gently for 7 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 8 counts. The extended exhale is key. It signals your nervous system that you're safe. Repeat this cycle 3 or 4 times. Many people find this helps them transition into sleep, especially when practiced consistently as part of a bedtime routine. Temperature matters more than many people realize. Your body needs to cool slightly to fall asleep. Keep your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit if possible. A warm bath or shower an hour or 2 before bed can help. Your body temperature rises during the bath, then drops afterward, facilitating sleep. Cool hands and feet or a warm core can make it hard to fall asleep. So warm, socks can sometimes help by promoting vasodilation and heat loss from your core. What you consume affects your sleep more than you might think. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of it is still in your system that long after consuming it. For some sensitive individuals, even morning coffee can affect nighttime sleep. Alcohol might make you drowsy initially, but it disrupts sleep architecture later in the night. Large meals close to bedtime can cause discomfort. Small, sleep-promoting snacks containing tryptophan and complex carbohydrates can be helpful for some people. Your evening light exposure deserves attention. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production 2 to 3 hours before bed. Dim your lights and reduce screen time. If you must use screens, use blue light filters or wear blue blocking glasses. Candlelight or very dim, warm lighting in the evening helps signal to your circadian system that night is approaching. Your biology responds to these light cues, whether or not you consciously notice them. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, often called CBT-1, addresses the thoughts and behaviors that contribute to sleeplessness. It includes techniques like stimulus control, sleep restriction, and relaxation practices. Research shows CBT-1 works as effectively as sleep medication for treating insomnia, with longer-lasting results and no side effects. Even understanding these principles, without formal therapy, can help guide you toward better sleep. Mindfulness, meditation, even just a few minutes daily, changes your brain in ways that improve stress resilience and sleep. Studies show that regular meditation increases gray matter density in brain regions involved in emotional regulation and decreases activity in the amygdala. You don't need to meditate perfectly or for long periods. Simply sitting quietly, noticing your breath, and gently returning attention when it wanders. This simple practice, repeated over time, creates meaningful change. Your expectations about sleep quality influence your actual experience more than you might realize. If you wake briefly during the night and catastrophize about it, your stress response activates and makes further sleep difficult. If you wake and accept it calmly, knowing that brief awakenings are normal, you're more likely to drift back to sleep. Reframing sleep as something your body naturally does, rather than something you must achieve through effort, removes the performance pressure that paradoxically prevents sleep. Physical tension and mental stress are interconnected. Gentle yoga, stretching, or Tai Chi in the evening can help release both. These practices combine movement with breath awareness, helping you become more present in your body and less caught in worried thoughts. Research shows that regular gentle movement practices improve sleep quality, particularly when practiced in the early evening. The key is gentleness. Vigorous exercise close to bedtime can be stimulating rather than relaxing for many people. So could stress permanently damage your ability to sleep? It already hasn't. Sleep is a fundamental biological drive, as basic as hunger or thirst. You can't lose the capacity to sleep any more than you can lose the capacity to breathe. What stress does is create obstacles and interference, but it doesn't destroy the underlying machinery. Every technique, every gentle change, every moment of self-compassion is removing obstacles, allowing your natural capacity for sleep to express itself more fully. The healing is already beginning. Nature offers profound healing. Time spent in natural settings, forests, parks, near water, measurably reduces cortisol levels and promotes parasympathetic activation. Even viewing images of nature can have calming effects. The Japanese practice of forest bathing, simply being present in nature without agenda, has been shown to improve sleep quality and reduce stress markers. Nature reminds your nervous system of something ancient and safe, something that existed long before modern stressors. Music and sound can guide your nervous system toward rest. Slow tempo music, nature sounds, white noise, or binaural beats can help some people fall asleep. The key is finding what soothes your particular nervous system. For some, complete silence works best. For others, gentle sound provides comfort and masks disruptive noise. Experiment with different soundscapes and notice what helps you feel most peaceful and safe. Connection with others, even briefly, can shift your stress response. A kind conversation, a hug from someone you trust, playing with a pet, or simply being in the presence of calm people can help regulate your nervous system. Humans are social creatures. We co-regulate with each other, meaning we influence each other's physiological states. Isolation amplifies stress. Connection buffers it. Reach out, even in small ways. When you're struggling, the body keeps the score. As trauma researcher Bessel van der Kolk writes, your body holds your experiences, including stress and trauma, but your body also holds the capacity for healing. Somatic practices that help you reconnect with body sensations in safe ways can release stored tension and trauma. Simple practices like body scans, gentle movement, or even placing your hand on your heart can help you reconnect with your body as a source of wisdom rather than just a source of symptoms. Hope itself is healing, not false hope that ignores reality, but genuine hope grounded in your body's demonstrated capacity for resilience and adaptation. You've survived every difficult night so far. Your body keeps trying to sleep, keeps seeking balance, keeps offering pathways back to rest. That persistence is remarkable. Trust it. Your sleep will improve. Maybe not tonight, maybe not perfectly, but gradually, gently, as you remove obstacles and support your body's natural healing processes. The direction matters more than the speed. And so, our quiet journey through stress and sleep comes to a gentle close. We've traveled from the ancient alarm systems in your brain to the healing wisdom your body holds, discovering along the way that sleeplessness isn't failure, but your body's attempt to protect you in the only way it knows how. From the amygdala's vigilant watch to the vagus nerve's pathway to calm, we've glimpsed how stress and rest are both profound and remarkably human. The science of stress and sleep reminds us that struggle is part of being human, but so is healing. Much of the repair happens in silence, in quiet moments of rest, in the body's persistent drive toward balance, in the gentle accumulation of small changes. Your body shows remarkable patience with its own healing, never rushing, never giving up. Without sleep, we couldn't survive. By pausing to understand, we glimpse the extraordinary in the ordinary fact that every night, given the chance, your body knows exactly how to find its way home to rest. In these final minutes, take the deepest breath you can, as deep as possible. Think about the unity of every process in your body, where all boundaries dissolve. Stress and calm, waking and sleeping, all part of one continuous flow. Think about consciousness itself, yours, mine, everyone listening, all awareness, everywhere, perhaps all connected in ways we don't yet understand. You are not alone in the universe of minds. Let your entire being dissolve into the ocean of consciousness, into dreamless rest, into the space before thought. Prepare for deep sleep. No boundaries left, only peace. If this thoughtful exploration of the mind helped you relax, fall asleep, or sparked curiosity tonight, a gentle like and subscribe helps other sleepless souls discover this peaceful space too. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to us. One quiet tap, one sleepy soul at a time. But there's no need to do anything now. Nothing at all. You've traveled far tonight, farther than most journeys take you. You can allow these thoughts of stress and sleep to fade now, like clouds dissolving into evening sky, leaving only the quiet calm behind. Let your breathing deepen. Let your body feel heavier, as if Earth's gentle gravity is finally allowed to do its work, pulling you softly down into support and rest. If sleep comes, let it carry you like water carries a falling leaf, smoothly, inevitably, into a realm where time and weight no longer matter. If your eyes are still open, the next video is waiting for you, ready to continue the journey. But if they're closed, stay there. Stay in the darkness that feels safe and warm. Tomorrow, your stress response will still be there, ready to protect you when needed. Your body's wisdom will still be there, guiding you toward balance. But tonight belongs to stillness. Rest well, sleepy soul, and remember, your body has never stopped trying to bring you home to sleep. It's been waiting patiently, holding space for your return. Dream deeper with bedtime science. Good night.